December, we're going to be working with a group of distributors, right, during the Unleash conference. And by definition, distributors don't make anything. By definition, it's not their job to design the next iPhone, right? Where in your mind does innovation fit for these types of businesses that are often in the middle of a supply chain between the manufacturer and the end user?
Well, I think the innovation there is even more important. It's because they're the ones that have the most direct contact with the end user customer. So they need to, first of all, find out, are the products that we're providing, are those the products that the customer needs? Are there some needs that are not being met that we need to be finding out about? And can we translate those back to the manufacturers, the suppliers, so that they can provide them and tweak their products? So there's an important translation innovation function there. The second kind of innovation is, how do we get those products from the suppliers, manufacturers, to the end users? Are there other ways to get them there, both physically and virtually? And how do we do that in a way that's financially as effective and efficient as possible? So there's a huge amount of room there for innovation that the distributors need to be thinking about. Because the challenge for distributors, if they don't think about that, the manufacturers are going to wonder, why do they need these distributors? Can they go directly? Or there are aggregators, like whether it's Amazon or other cloud providers, are starting to think about, we're going to have the mega distributors where everything in the world will be distributed through a kind of a single channel source. Well, if distributors don't think that that's a real threat, then they're probably kidding themselves, but they've got to think about, how do they innovate to deal with that? What can they provide that sort of the big cloud providers can't provide? What can they do that nobody else can do to provide real value-added service that both end users and suppliers are willing to pay for? I wish there was an easy answer to that question, by the way. I think that's partly why you're trying to have this conference, and why it's important for distributors to start thinking creatively and innovatively about what do they do and how do they do it differently.